you on your back.
Can be like
I grab and go.
Yes, look, just start to move my legs.
Hello everyone, today we've got Thomas Lisboa. You might recognize him from being one of the ukes in Fabio Giorgel's pressure passing system, which he really helped me, but he's here to show some of his own material today, in particular how to shut down the Toreando Pass.
We're gonna work today like some ways to deal with the Toreando Pass, like few ways that when everything's fine, but the things are getting worse and how we're gonna deal with that.
Perfect.
So it would be very...
So just in case they don't know what the Toreando Pass is.
So Toreando Pass, there's many ways that we can work the Toreando Pass, you know. We can go with like the shoulder, like towards the belly. Some guys, they like to do like a fake Toreando Pass with no belly. So we can do like tons of this. So we're gonna work today pretty much like when the guys putting like pressure on us, just like Fabio.
Which is probably the more modern way of doing it. So throw one way and then the other.
I think it depends of the style of the fighter. You know, if the guy's too big, but you know what, Boucher is like a big guy, but he moves a lot. Yeah. So it's more not about the weight, it's the style. You know.
So if you know that we fought before, and you know I love the Toreando, what are you doing to stop?
So the first thing that I like to do, Stefan, is to like don't put my back on the floor. You know, I think for me it's better here. Alright, why? Because as soon as you grab, my first reaction is gonna be a breaker grip. So I'm gonna block your bicep. I'm gonna bring my hips back and my head forward. Why? Because now I can find a good leverage to break the grip. So you can hold like really strong. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place my bicep in your arm and I'm gonna pull. Look, it's very easy to break. As soon as I have this, I have to connect with something, just like I was talking to us, you know, like few months ago. So my idea here is as soon as I break, I have this. So I'm gonna work some arm drag, for example.
Okay.
I just connect with something, you know.
So just on this side, because it almost feels like my hand is trapped there for a second.
It's trapped, yeah, it's trapped. So the idea is, as soon as the guy grab, I'm gonna block him right away. All right. So I'm gonna bring my hand here, and now I'm gonna just like pull my elbow towards my belly. That's it. And now I'm gonna start to like have this hold, just like no-gi.
Right.
You know, and from here I'm not gonna wait you. I'm just gonna start to attack you. Arm drag is a good option, I think.
Okay.
You know, for this one. So another one that you can do is another reaction that will happen. Can you grab again?
Sure.
Is before I break the grip, you start to move. So if I focus on the break to break your grip now and start to move, you're gonna press my guard. Look, I'm gonna end up right here and there.
Yeah.
I can do much. So from here, if you're going to decide, I'm gonna block this side over here. All right, I'm gonna just create a lever. All right, on this bicep, and then can you go back, please? And at the same time, the other side goes behind your tricep, and I have to move my hip as well. So if you're going to decide, that's what I do. Look, to just pull you to this way. If you break the grip, perfect. I can start you. Go to your back and place my seat belt. Another times the guys are still here, you know, like grabbing the pants. Come here and you go, and they're still there. So then I like to break the grip. I can go to the straight umber or just replace my guard.
Can you just show that from this side, please, Tomas?
Yes, for sure. About this one, it's very important the momentum, you know, because if can you go, if I go too soon, look, you already know what I'm gonna do. So you can start to move side to side. So when you go, and I start to move, you see? So I can go to the straight umber, but I can also just replace my guard and start to play here again.
So that's a little bit, or a lot like the over-under guard pass counter, where I'm going
very similar. Here. Yes, same concept. Same concept of this one.
Yeah. Except my face is hitting the mat harder because I'm starting from higher up.
Just connect everything, you know, my arms work together, but my hips as well, and taking the momentum. All those things are important to work.
So now what if I have you flat? What if I've managed to...
That's the worst situation for me.
Right.
Maybe if you're fighting against Miao or Muzomes is going to be fine, but they're not
because
that
they're
flexible.
so flexible.
Exactly. So now it's, of course, if I have like time, I would break her grip and start to work my guard from here.
Right.
But the thing is, sometimes I don't have time.
Right.
You're gonna like move, right? So then it's just too late. So from this particular case, I like to use my legs. So you can use your legs like in the way that you prefer. Like maybe here, or maybe here, you know. But the thing is, my leg is just one step. All right, I go. The idea is as soon as I trap you, I start to use my arms.
Oh, okay.
So now I have you on my guard, and then I can start to go to tripod sweep or X guard. So You have tons of options.
Okay.
But the idea there is you don't have your arms. You know, if you start to chase for the sleeve or the collar, maybe it's too late. I rather your legs is right there.
So this would be, I put you on your back,
Can be like
I
this.
grab and go.
Yes, look, I start to move my legs.
Right.
But now you're trapped. If you walk, start to move. Look, you're here.
Yeah.
And then I have time to
Grab somewhere anywhere.
grab something, you know, and then start to attack.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I think this is a really common problem that people have, and you've given us a bunch of
It
good
was a
options.
big problem for me too, back in the days.
Also, people, you have a crucifix instructional out with the JJ Fanatics.
Yeah,
Crucifixing.
crucifixing is like around 35 techniques just about crucifix. It's another technique that I like to do a lot. And the reason is like it's unpredictable. You know, people don't know how to defend. So since I learned from Marcelo Garcia, I start to discover more and more. So it was very cool content.
So check that out if you want more Tomas.
Thank you, Stefan. Thank you guys.